morning, YouTube. If you're new here, my name is Olivia and I'm a bikini competitor and a posing coach for bikini and wellness, and welcome back to my channel. If you've seen my last video, I'm wearing the same outfit because I'm filming on the same day. I've decided to do a little bonus video for you. I did mention in my last vlog that we are having a high carb day today. So a high day, refeed, whatever you want to call it. So I've decided to make it into a bonus video, and today will just be all about food. You're gonna see what I'm eating on a high day before we really start to dig deep for the next 8 weeks. So yeah, if you don't know, if this is the first video you've ever seen from me, I am in a bodybuilding prep, bikini prep, 8 weeks out today. So we are having a little high day before we really push. So 45 minutes cardio was done this morning as opposed to my 75 or 90 on a rest day now. So it was an absolute breeze, but I'm going to go downstairs now and prep my first meal because we are heading off to town for a bit of shopping, and we've decided to bring our first meal with us and have it out of the house with a coffee because we never really get to do that. So my meal is in the oven right now and I need to check on it before it explodes. So we are going in with meal number 1, and we've got, it's really hot so I'm not going to touch it, but we've got 60 grams of porridge oats, 10 grams of whey powder. I use the Perform Isolate in white chocolate flavor from Micro Supplements. You can use code Olivia to save yourself some monies. We've got 50 grams of berries. So I went in with blueberries inside. So these are baked oats, by the way. 30 grams of blueberries inside, and we've got 20 grams of fresh strawberries on top. And as I said, I just popped that in the oven for, I don't know, about 12-13 minutes. 180 degrees, and it literally turns out like cake. And then on top, obviously, we cannot miss the best component. Go in with 12 grams of my favorite nut butters. So this is my current favorite right now: Meridian coconut and peanut butter. Doesn't beat the Pipe Nut almond coconut, but it's all we have in Ireland right now. There's a massive stock out of Pipe Nut. I don't know why. I'm very mad because you know it's my favorite. But I also found this one the last day. It's honey roasted. I know I shouldn't be having too much of this, so I only have like 5 grams, but there's actual whole honey roasted peanuts inside it. So we're gonna go a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and drizzle it on top. And voila! I've just put the peanut butter on like one side, and a little bit of the strawberries, and that's meal number 1. I will pop the calories and macros on screen in a little bit, but we're going to take this meal with us and go have a coffee before we head into town. Now, before we go any further, ignore the noise of the air fryer. But why are we having a high day? What is the purpose of a high day? So I've been dieting for over 12 weeks right now. If you are dieting for this long, your body can get a bit used to the food you're eating and the amount of food you're eating. Hence why, obviously, especially in a bodybuilding prep, we tend to drop the food either weekly, bi-weekly, obviously whenever necessary, depending on how the body is responding. But it is very common, if you are in a dieting phase for weeks and weeks at a time, your body does slow down with the rate of loss. And that's, well, I'm not going to say we really slowed down. It's definitely not as quick as I'd like it. Mike is pretty happy, my coach, with the rate we're going at, but I want more. But no, he said we are going to be going in very extremely over the next few weeks, especially until he sees me in Manchester in 2 weeks' time. So he's massively lowered the food from tomorrow, from Monday. Training day, we're at about under 1,300, rest day under 1,000, 75 cardio training day, 90 cardio on a rest day. So food is low, output is high, but I know that this refeed or high day or whatever you want to call it will give my body that little bit of a kick. We're like, okay, she's not really dieting anymore. We don't have to store all this food, because that's what happens when you are in a dieting phase for a long time. You know how people say, obviously, if you eat in a calorie deficit, you'll lose weight. And technically, yes, but at the same time, your body does adapt. Especially the lower your body weight is as well, obviously your caloric needs do decrease, hence why we do decrease the calories on a regular basis. But sometimes what happens is your body knows you've been under eating for a long period of time, and it kind of starts to hold on to food, like, okay, she's kind of starving us now, we better hold on to what she gives us. And now, giving my body this day of higher food, it'll be like, okay, we don't have to store all of this. She's not starving us anymore, and it'll be fresh and ready for another few weeks of pushing hard. Obviously another refeed might come sooner than we think. It might not at all, and that's definitely not something I try to stay fixated on. I'm always like, I'll believe it when I see it, you know. Especially last week he said his plan for this week coming would probably increase the food on training days and lower it a lot on rest days, but he's just lowered it both days, so believe it when I see it, as I said. But yeah, I'm hoping this day today will just kind of refresh me. I got a really good night's sleep finally, and I hope I'll be fresh and ready for some very tough weeks ahead. So yeah, as I said, we're 8 weeks out today and things are about to get real. But yeah, we're gonna pack up our meals. I am bringing another meal with me just in case. We are not planning to be in town for long, and I'd love to have my meal back home, but I am going to bring it just in case. Obviously, when you're in prep, you got to have your meals with you just in case anything pops up and you can't eat. So we're going to bring, even when we're not in prep, John's just saying there, even when we're not in prep, we always bring a meal with us extra just in case anything happens, in case we run behind schedule, and yeah, you don't, like, not just prep, like this is such a good thing to be doing, especially if you are following a plan or you're just trying to be, you know, healthy, make healthy options out there. If you bring that extra meal with you, you are far less likely to go and get something you're probably not going to feel good after. But yeah, we're bringing 2 meals with us, and I will catch you. We're going to Costa for coffee to have this meal, so I'll probably catch you in there if it's not too loud. I'll show you my meal. I might show you a bit of John's meals, my boyfriend. Say hi to the vlog, by the way.
Hi.
14 weeks out.
I dropped a lot of weight today.
And we both dropped. I dropped half a kilo from yesterday's vlog. Half a kilo. So yeah, we're gonna pack up. We're gonna go. I'm gonna politely ask John to stop making noise in the sink. And I'll catch you at meal number 1 and meal number 2. And if you stay for a bit longer than this intro, we are doing something nice with one of our meals today. I'm not gonna tell you what. It is a chicken and rice meal, but we are gonna jazz it up, and it's gonna be a lot more interesting. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next clip. Perks of coming to Costa right when it opens. I can film. We've got a quiet table. And the first accident of the day.
Prep brain.
I'm gonna go through our meals now. So you've seen my meal. We've got our, oh, beautiful. And John is actually eating oats as well. Just oats, dark chocolate, peanut butter, and whey. Not as fluffy and nice as mine. So I've got my oats, and I really hope the music doesn't get copyrighted in here. But let's get a taste test. I put a little bit of sugar-free syrup in there as well, hazelnut I think. But we do keep protein a little lower on high days just to aid digestion, so our body digests the carbs nicely. Not focusing on really having to digest a lot of protein, so my chicken portions have gone down today, and blah blah. But let's get a taste. It was such a shout to put them back in the oven because I made them last night, but I just popped them back in the oven for like 5 minutes, so the top is all like cakey and crisped up, but the inside is like gooey and soft.
I'm so jealous right now.
And John is very jealous right now. Okay, I'm gonna eat this. I've got a just plain black Americano. Really hot. And we're gonna head into town. So I'll catch you at my next meal. I hate town. We always think it's such a good idea to come here, and we end up hating it because of the amount of people and absolutely nothing in shops. We came for a few bits, like especially, so we wanted to look at new luggage for when we're traveling for shows. Had absolutely nothing. Clothes, didn't buy a single thing. I did buy some like sugar-free stuff, so I will show you when I get home. I got some sugar-free drinks, or like sachets of my drinks. We got some sauces. I will show you that. What else did we get? We stocked up on M&S peanut butter and dark chocolate because it is our absolute favorite, and it's really cheap, which is surprising because M&S is so expensive. Yeah. But they literally have the cheapest and the best peanut butters and 85% dark chocolate. So we got 4 dark chocolates, we got 8 peanut butters, because we refuse to drive to town in the near future until we have to come here to get new luggage. But we're gonna have a look online first before having to come back here. Like, I always do a big shop before going to shows. For like travel stuff, but I'm gonna buy everything online this year. I cannot come to town again. I'm sorry.
Town's a pit.
But we're very hungry. We were gonna wait till we sit down somewhere to eat, but we're just gonna eat in the car before we head off to get a few more stuff. We need to buy some chicken and things like that. So what do we have? I'll show you now. First time in weeks I have rice. I have been dying to eat some rice. So I've got 55 grams of jasmine rice. We've got 100 grams of chicken breast, 15 grams of peanut butter, and I've just done some lettuce, mushrooms, peppers, and a little bit of sugar-free sweet chili sauce. So that is my meal here. And then we've also got a little bit of 50 grams to be exact of pineapple, which will help the digestion, especially of extra carbohydrates. And John has his breakfast because his oats actually wasn't his breakfast. Oats are meal 2.
Oats are last meal.
No, meal 5, but he decided to have them before he goes. So we've got his breakfast meal. 4 eggs, egg whites, and 2 turkey rashers or chicken rashers, bit of chives in there, and sugar-free ketchup. And he's just after completing his first week of a carb-free breakfast. How do you feel about that?
It's actually not too bad.
Really?
I was getting sick of I wasn't getting sick of the slim bagels, but I don't mind them being
So
gone.
you've 6 meals on training day, so I'd say it's easy on a training day.
Yeah. It was actually nice having it as my last meal yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we went to bed kind of shortly after.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to eat this really quickly because we don't want to pay for parking. We don't want to pay a crazy amount for parking, so we're just going to eat this and go home and eat another meal. So I shall see you in my next meal. So we've got our prep goodies here. These are the peanut butters I told you about, and I was not joking when I said we got 8 of them. 4 smooth, 4 crunchy. My favorite dark chocolate. John slammed the door.
Sorry.
And then we got our favorite chewing gums, Airheads. I got a new sauce to try. I'm going to try one of my meals later on. It's sweet coffee. We've also got a honey mustard from Callo. Skittles flavor drops, absolute best. And we've got some more water flavorings. We got lemonade and apple boleros and the Jolly Rancher ones that I've always wanted to try, but actually not as a drink. I've seen people put these on cucumber, and I had cucumber and sweetener before and it was savage, so I'm going to try this out. And then Mom wanted to see if the peanut butter is nice. Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's the best, I told you. And obviously some little stock-ups of stuff. We've got a load of our favourite ice drinks, this time kiwi strawberry, 5 kilo of chicken. For a week. And egg whites. Shopping trip, half successful. We didn't get half the things we went to buy, as I told you. But anyway, this is a full day of eating, not a lifestyle vlog. So I will see you at my next meal, which will be soon, once I get all this sorted and get my meals prepped for work. It is currently 3 p.m. This is everywhere with me, I know. It's what gets me through prep. The sweet taste of these. Anyway, time for the next meal. And I'll show it to you now. You may not think it's much, but these corn cakes are my absolute favorite. I'm in Aldi. They're the corn cake thins. They're 19 calories each. We usually get the salted ones. You can also get chia or quinoa, but these are the best. We've got 15 grams of nut butter. Should be 20, but I'm saving 5 for oats. And we've got 80 grams of chicken with a little bit of drizzler. So I just used the peanut butter from M&S. And golden roasted drizzler. It has to be the golden roasted. But yeah, that's literally it. We're going to snack away on this, watch a movie, and calories, macros will be on screen. Yeah. Since there wasn't enough peanut butter for all of them, because there's 6 of them in there, I don't know if I mentioned that, I'm going to give the new syrup. I'm going to give the new syrup that I got to try, sweet coffee, orange version. I already stuck my finger in it. It tasted amazing. But I just put it in a little ramekin, and I was going to dip one of the corn cakes in there. We're going to grab a corn cake, break off a piece, because I am waiting to eat this meal with John. So we're going to dip it in. Now it's a very watery consistency. Oh, you can't see that. It's a very watery consistency. Well, that's it. Oh my god. That is so good. But I love them. But with the consistency, I think it'd be better on something like oats cream of rice, or maybe like a sweet omelette, or obviously pancakes. It would be amazing on pancakes, which technically I could actually make, because my post-workout meal now is 50 grams of oats and 15 grams I think of whey.
Let's go.
So technically I could mix that into, like, blend the oats, put in the whey, add in a bit of water, and I probably could make a nice pancake out of that. I might give that a try one day if I have a bit of time. But I do love my fluffy bowl of oats. So this is what I do. I'll show it to you later as well, and I'm making my, because my next meal will be oats. But I usually just pour a load of boiling water over them and I let them soak. So A, they literally double in size, they fluffen up, but they're so much easier to digest. So that's what I do. But obviously I'll show that to you when I'm making my oats a bit later. For now, it's just a bit of corn cakes, bit of chicken, and we need to find a movie to watch, because that was the plan of action today, watching movies, because I need a proper rest day.
We don't get many of those.
We don't get many of those. That's John's background. But yeah, we're gonna go, and I'll catch you at the next meal. Since I am filming a full day of eating, and I promised I'd show some of your meals, what did you promise to do?
Salmon.
No, what were you supposed to do to your meals? Make them? Make them pretty.
Oh yeah, I had to make them pretty.
Yeah, normally they're not pretty. They're just
That's pretty.
This is a Michelin star restaurant meal.
I made a mess of this though.
Oh, it's okay. We won't show that. We'll just show this side. What have you got in there? Talk us through it.
So I had to boil up the carrots.
Okay, so he's got carrots and potato.
Spring onion.
Spring onion,
I
yes.
put in a bit of coconut milk.
A little bit of coconut almond milk, actually.
Yep. And then salmon aromat.
I hate salmon, but this actually looks incredible. I'd eat it. I'd try it anyway.
I fucking want it.
Let's go find a Disney movie.
You were.
Me?
You were meant to find one ages ago, yeah. I will put in some of this.
Oh yes, Polish yellow beans. So much better than green beans.
They're amazing.
Can you just not go ham at them?
I'll take those. You got enough? That's okay.
Yes, that's
Okay,
perfect.
perfect.
Yeah. Do you like my Polish food?
Hmm?
Do you like our Polish food?
I love your Polish.
What's your favourite Polish dish?
Pierogi.
Pierogi?
Yeah.
Dumplings?
Always.
Which ones?
The one with the mushroom.
And sauerkraut?
Yeah, mushroom sauerkraut and then the bacon on top.
Bacon. Or onion. Onions.
Fried, the way your granny did it.
Yeah, so my granny boils them and then she fries them up on a pan.
Yeah, I ate 2 plates.
I like them boiled.
I ate 2 plates when I went over to Poland. And
2 plates of 20.
Yeah.
There's not 3.
Huh?
Two-
3 plates.
3 plates?
3 plates, yeah.
You were dying.
Yeah.
Worth it though. What is the time for? Meal number 4. Best meal of the day. Apart from my rice today. But on the daily, oats is my favourite meal of the day. Sorry, I look like I got dragged through a bush. But let's make some oats. So we've got 50 grams of oats. My mom is crawling in underneath me right now. We've got 50 grams of oats, 10 grams of whey, the same one I used earlier. We've got 50 grams of berries, so I'm probably going to do a mix of blueberries and strawberries. We've got 10 grams of dark chocolate and the 5 grams of peanut butter that I saved. So, like I told you, I used a massive bowl because I was using my favorite oat bowl for something else. So we've got 50 grams of oats that I soaked in boiling water a couple of hours ago. So I'm going to pop this in the microwave for a few minutes. Going to take it out, add in the whey powder, and then pop them back in for like 30 seconds so they fluffen up, and then we're going to put our toppings on top. showered and it is time for the last meal of the day. So it is a very simple chicken, rice, peanut butter, veg and pineapple meal that you would have actually seen earlier. It's literally the exact same meal, but we are going to jazz it up. So for the purpose of this meal and this video, we've got some fresh chicken breast, just a small packet, because normally we just buy a big 5 kilo, we cook a lot up and freeze it. I'm really sorry about my hair. But we got some extra fresh chicken here. I'm gonna chop up some peppers, mushrooms, red onions, and we are going to make chicken skewers. Yeah, little skewers. I've actually made them on the vlog before, so it is in one of my other videos somewhere. I'm not sure which video, so we're gonna make them again. So chicken, peppers, mushrooms, onions on skewers into the grill in the oven, and we're going to season everything with our favorite fajita seasoning. We just get it at a wholesaler's, so we're gonna put that on there. And I'm just gonna have some rice on this side within the peanut butter. I'll probably just put the peanut butter on the rice and kind of leave the skewers savory, and then obviously a little bit of pineapple for that digestion aid. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how I prep them, put them together, pop them in the oven, and enjoy our last meal and our last hour or so of chill time before Monday hits us again. I have to say, I feel really good. Not hungry whatsoever today, which is a great feeling. We're just chilled out now, just kind of rest and recovery before a week ahead that is going to be pretty hectic for me. I have a lot of posing clients, work is busy, and obviously food is going to be low this week. So definitely a nice little break before we really dig in. Stomach feels great today too. Obviously, we've got some stomach volume in there, but that will go down. It doesn't hurt, which is the main thing. Although I have noticed a bit of sensitivity after oats, so that's definitely something I need to keep an eye on, because I never had a problem with oats before, but the last few days, I don't know if it's oats or if it's stress or what it is, because like I do have IBS, so stress can cause some triggers there. So could be that, could be the oats, could be the whey, I don't know, we'll see. We'll just kind of grind it out, go meal by meal and see how we feel. But yeah, let me chop all this up and I'll show it to you before I pop it in the oven. So we've got our portions of chicken. John has 175 grams. I have 100, so I'm making them separately, not to mix them up. I've chopped up 2 mushrooms each, about 3 peppers each. We always get the sweet seedless from Lidl. And we've also got some red onion being chopped up there. And we're literally just gonna pop all of this on the skewers and pop it in the oven. It's really simple, but it changes the meal up so much. And here we've got our beautiful skewers, 2 for me, 2 for John. I made smaller pieces of chicken, so that's why we stopped the same amount, even though we've less chicken. We've popped the remaining chicken just on the side as well. We'll add it to our big batch, and whatever didn't fit on the skewers went in there, because obviously it is all tracked. So we're gonna pop them in the oven. I'd say it'll take about 15 minutes. Then I've got my rice cooked on the side, and I'll probably add a little bit of salad to it as well. Checking on them every 2 seconds because we're way too impatient. Are you excited?
I'm hungry.
Same. My rice portioned out, a few extra yellow beans. John has got his rice with a ton of aromat in it.
That's why it's orange.
And this is what I mean by batch cooking our chicken. There's 4.5 kilos in there.
It still only lasts us a week.
Literally just over a week sometimes. But yeah, we just portion that up, freeze it, and then throw it in the air fryer whenever we need it. They look so good. I am so excited. We popped a little bit of extra baby corn on there because that's my new obsession as well. My rice is in the microwave. My rice is in the microwave, and we're about to have our last rice meal for quite some time, I'm guessing. I'm going to enjoy every second of it. Yeah, you say that now. Wait till he takes your rice away and you'll be eating no carbs.
Don't say that.
I'm not finding good lighting, but here we have it. So we got the 55 grams of rice, 15 grams of nut butter, and our beautiful skewers. Now, there we go, that's better lighting. We've got the 55 grams of jasmine rice, 50 grams of nut butter, veggies, and our beautiful skewers. John has the same. And if our meals actually look the same, but they are different quantities. How much rice do you have? 75. 70 on the rest day. 70 there. Got my 50 grams of pineapple. I am going to give the honey mustard calofit a go. I've never had it before, so we're going to try. I might pop it on the side.
It's amazing.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop it on the side. I'm going to pop it in a little bowl. And we're just going to dip it in. I might give it a taste test though. I'm just going to dip my finger in. Wow. That actually does not taste like a 0-calorie sauce.
It's amazing. The only thing is just texture.
I don't mind the texture at all. You're a bit iffy with sugar-free textures.
Yeah.
I don't mind them. I'm used to them now. I used to eat a load of them. I tried to limit them just because of my stomach, but it won't hurt today. Just have a tiny bit. I'm just gonna dip my skewers in. And yeah, we're gonna bring this meal upstairs, literally back to bed. And that will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the little bonus video. Thank you, Mike, for giving me a bonus high day so I could make this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, calories and macros will be on screen for each meal, and I'll probably pop a total somewhere here right now. Please don't forget to like the video, hit the subscribe button, share, comment, and make sure to go over to Instagram, follow me there for regular updates on how my prep is going. But obviously here, as always, 8 AM uploads every Saturday, and maybe a bonus video here and there sometimes. We are going to Manchester very, very soon, so I am hoping for some extra vlogs in there. And obviously 8 weeks time, or 7 weeks time, when peak week hits, and then show days and everything, I will be vlogging non-stop. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao!